This is Christian Schaefer. I gave Christian Schaefer the Minority Report, and we were talking about the crimes going on in Baltimore. This was given to Christian Schaefer back in 2008. I gave it to the WMAR ABC2. When I put that toilet in front of Towson, Mark Marion knew about it. I put that toilet in front of Towson. Mark Marion knew about it. Christian Schaefer knew about it. Barry Sims knew about it. Jane Miller knew about it. The Baltimore Sun knew about it. All of y'all knew about that toilet before I put it out in Towson. Because I've been putting toilets out across the city for years before I got locked up in 2011. I started putting toilets out in 2006. I put toilets out for 5 years for y'all locked me up because I was exposing the Democratic Party and the racism and the corruption in your courts. That's Maryland's diary. That's Illinois' diary. All right? It's the tale of two cities. Because you stole me like you stole us from Africa. You stole me from my business, my property. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, we went to Hogan, and he gave me this little dog, told me to go away. But I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere till you pay me what you owe me. That's Governor Hogan. And Governor Hogan has legal mail to answer. So does Larry Young, Roland Martin. Yeah. This ain't just a white issue. It's a black issue. It's the issue that's tearing black families apart. It's the issue that's creating a situation that y'all got to deal with. We talking about the war on drugs, the illegal war on drugs, mass incarceration in your prison industry. That's why you locked me up. I ain't never sold drugs in Maryland. I ain't never been a terrorist. I've been a truth teller. And I went to Snyder U and nobody wants to take my case. You feel me? Nobody wants to take my case. So I got to defend myself like Dred Scott, like Gideon and Wainwright. You got to give me access to the courts. So we're going to talk about this case right here. We're going to talk about this case. Because this is what it was about. All right? That's my son. Sons. You feel me? We are fathers to our children. You feel me? That's my son, Jarrell, and that's my son, Philip. All right? And I started this documentary with toilets. Toilets been in Washington, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago. It's about ceasefire. It's about ending the war on drugs. See that? Martin Luther King and me. You feel me? It's about ending the war on drugs. Y'all locked me up because I used them toilets to express my opinions. I use that toilet as artistic expression. I use that toilet to shit on our government. You feel me? And I'm still standing. I told you this is new artwork. And it's going to be about Schellenberger. All right? It's about my case. It's a statement for police. Because, see, when y'all locked me up, y'all just took me off the streets. You kidnapped me. You didn't have no evidence to charge me with terrorism. You destroyed the evidence I had against you. I gave all that evidence to the media because the media demonized us. If you look at a documentary I had called Portraits of a Letter, that was one of the storyboards that the state took from me. And that storyboard was about the Washington Post. It was about the Baltimore Sun. It was about Roland Martin. It was about TV One. But you want us to focus on him. No, bones from your past are going to open up the doors of my future. Because that's my Community Verizon Award. And you can see through it. You feel me? Dwayne G. Davis Sr., community activist, 2016. You feel me? This is Barack Obama. I was locked up in Illinois in 2007. Barack Obama asked for a federal investigation. That's the Baltimore Sun. That's the Baltimore Sun, because I came to the Baltimore Sun and I gave you that evidence. Join the IRS. Join activists. We want to audit. These are the people that had full knowledge of everything that I was doing. All right? These are the people that had full knowledge. Elected officials in the state of Maryland with full knowledge. State Senator James Broshini. All right, because I gave all of y'all this information. Lisa Gladden, Bobby Zirkin, Dan Moynihan, McIntosh, Tuller Branch, McFadden, Jill P. Carter, Joan Carter. You feel me? Y'all had this information. President Obama said, go through my elected officials. And I went through my elected officials. I'm an honorably discharged veteran of these United States. I'm an honorably discharged veteran. I've been talking to Ray Lewis lately. All right? Because I'm homeless. Word on the street is I'm homeless. And that's the truth. I'm homeless. I've been homeless since y'all locked me up, since y'all stole from me, since you incarcerated me, since you defied my character. I've been homeless. But I met Ray the other day. Took me to dinner. Started my homeless program. He didn't approve this picture. That picture's mine. That's my intellectual property. But I work for the Ravens. You feel me? That's Ed Mulatalo. Never say die. That's how long I've been doing this. My homeless program works. It's a working homeless program because I'm still working. I'm a member of Out for Justice. You feel me? See the date on that? It's Baltimore County Police. All right, Chief Johnson. I chased Chief Johnson out of City Hall because he stole property from me. Chief Johnson participated. Chief Johnson, Baltimore County Police, participated in the kidnapping in 2011. This is about my property. You feel me? This is about my property. That's why I'm homeless, because you took my property and you made me homeless. You took my property, what belongs to me. You took me to court and charged me with terrorism, and I beat you in court. That toilet had all these senators and congressmen's names on it. It had these elected officials. And we was talking about the war on drugs. President Obama had it. You feel me? Now Trump got it. That toilet was about the war on drugs, and I'm still standing. I'm still standing. Arts and promotion. It's about being black and white America. So I asked for an audit. Since you took my property, I need an audit. I need an audit to get my life back in order. I need an audit in Maryland and Illinois. You feel me? Because this is a letter from Johnny Oleski asking for a federal investigation. See that? I do everything in the light of day. So this is my new art piece. You feel me? The jawbone of an ass. Remember when Samson fought the Philistines? When Samson fought the Philistines, he beat them with the jawbone of an ass. So I'm going to bring up bones from your past. Congressman Cummings, President Trump. We're going to talk about racism and corruption in Baltimore. Because everything that I got, I sent to Donald Trump. He got it. So does Gayle King. You feel me? We're talking about Doug Gansler shielding the corruption for Governor O'Malley. This is a request for an internal revenue. This is in 2014. That's Paul Ballard, Attorney General, Counsel for Health Care. It's the mental health in Baltimore. And right here it says, Civil Rights, Department of Justice, Civil Rights, Criminal Section, Pennsylvania Avenue. You come into Pennsylvania Avenue, the Department of Justice to investigate. We're going to investigate the war on drugs, the laws that tear families apart. We're going to investigate the 13th Amendment. We're going to go to the head state's attorney and do this. It's like he said, the laws that tear us apart. Marilyn Mosby has evidence and knowledge of this. You took my property. Pollard Towing. Remember the towing scandal that y'all had in Baltimore City? I turned Pollard Towing in for the same scandal that y'all got in Baltimore City. Pollard Towing was doing in Baltimore County. They've been stealing people's cars, selling them, and getting unjust enrichment off of inmates' property in Baltimore County. Pollard Towing. And they protected by Scott Schellenberger. You feel me? It's racketeering and fraud. And Jane Miller had all that. That's why Jane Miller quiet as a church mouse now. She won't open her mouth when I put that camera in her face. He won't neither. That's President Obama. That's President Trump. You feel me? And this is the case that Johnny Oleski asked the Department of Justice to act on. That's the Department of Justice. That's Scott Schellenberger. That's Governor Hogan. And this is the property that you took from me. The entire contents of the defendant's vehicle, a 1999 Chevy Suburban. The Chevy Suburban was worth $6,000. You got to pay me for the Suburban. The contents of the Suburban, the videotapes, the master copies, the contracts. I had a $130 million contract in there. I had a jailhouse diary in there from 1986. And I had a logbook from when I was in the Navy. I had a logbook from when I was in the Navy, because in the Navy, they taught us how to transport drugs. During Iran-Contra, 1977, I was in the United States Navy. I'm honorably discharged. You feel me? September, all right? We're going to talk about the war on drugs. We're going to talk about toilets, because I use toilets to get my message out. And I'm got a lot more toilets I'm going to put out. Ghost from your past is going to unlock the door to my future. You on this just like everybody else. And you go straight to Ray Lewis. Say Shorty. Ask who Shorty is. Go get my paperwork. Do what you got to do, but I am too. We're going to talk about racism in the judicial system and the role the media plays. And we're going to get that audit. We're going to have that audit. We're going to have that audit this year. Because I want to go back into business, and I can't run any programs. I can't do anything if I don't have an audit. I can't do anything if I don't get the right paperwork. You feel me? I need an audit. I need an audit by Francott. You feel me? So when I get that audit from Francott, I can start working with 52 Energy. You feel me? Audit me the same way that you did anybody else, because I need an audit. I need an audit, and I need an audit in Scott Schellenberger's office. We're going to talk about the money that he makes and generates. We're going to have an audit in campaign financing. You feel me? We're going to have an audit. Audit this. You feel me? We're going to audit it. Because it's about the criminality of being black in America. Statement to police. I'm a free man. I didn't commit no crimes. This ain't Soweto, South Africa. This ain't Beijing, China. It's supposed to be America. I'm fighting for my freedom. By any means necessary. You want to stop the violence? Ceasefire? End the war on drugs. Stop tearing black families apart.